And welcome back to Lounging with John. Glad to be here. And I know I didn't have my Darth Vader intro now because, well, I'm able to do it with my phone because on my phone I have the app, which is it's accessible so that I can go in and add other videos and put them together. I really wish, I really wish that I could find a program on my computer that was accessible enough so that I could add videos together. Like, I've not found anything that'll work, guys. If there's any other YouTubers out there that might be blind that, edits videos on your computer, please reach out to me. Let me know if there's a program that's accessible. Someone tried to tell me that there's an iMovie program for Windows. I don't think so. That is an Apple thing, and Apple doesn't do Windows. Apple is iOS and Mac, not Windows. Everybody keeps telling me that I need to suck it up and start learning how to use a Mac. And guys, I'll tell you what, if I did, you can, like, it's way more accessible, I guess. Like, even just doing the videos and all that. I don't know, guys. Should I buy me a Mac? I don't know, because if I do it, it's going to be me learning from scratch. So I might do it. If I do, it'll be in February when I buy it. And I think I should. I don't know. But anyways, I don't know. There's things I need to do. I want to get, there's so many things that I want to get done. But you can't do it all. Like, I'm wanting to get my equipment so I can record outdoors. I need to do that. I want to get a Mac so I can edit, because honestly, editing your videos on the computer is much better. You can go into way more detail doing your tags, your description, your title. Everything is so much better than just editing from your phone and uploading from your phone. And now I see why I don't see a lot of YouTubers using their phone. That's why, because the phone, you're very limited on what you can do. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for checking this video out. Don't worry, I'm not leaving. I know it kind of sounded like I was getting ready to close it, didn't I? But I'm not. I wanted to talk about something that, to me, I was watching another YouTuber. I just subscribed to him. Guys, check him out. Wow, I didn't even see what his name was. I'm following him on Twitter. Follow at, let me see here. I'll tell you. Come on. Let me find it here real quick, guys. Okay. It's at Roman, ROMANAT, and then Wood. Alright. I don't think his channel is named Roman, though. Roman Wood? I don't think. Anyways, he's got really good videos. He seems like a really cool dude. Hopefully he'll come over and subscribe. If you do, thumbs up to you, brother. And I don't know if that was a newer video. I didn't look at the date. But the very first video that I watched, which isn't really something to be proud of, which was a video of him, dealing with, not to bring this back up neither, man, but, anyway, he had lost, his best friend, and I'm talking about a best friend with 4 legs, because some people might not have them type of relationships with their dogs, but some of us do. I know he did. I know I do with my dog. She is everything to me. I love her. Just like she was one of my own kids. She means the world to me, and she gave me, gives me freedom Anytime I want to go out my door and be by myself, I could do that if I chose to. When I'm at school, at college, you know, she knows where I'm going before I even tell her. Like, she just walks through at school, guys. Like, it's really amazing. It really is. You know, to be able to have her guide me around and stuff, and be able to just walk without having to worry about going the wrong way or running into something. She does a wonderful job, and I just love her so much. But that's what I wanted to talk about was, you know, man's best friend. And it's not just a man's best friend, it's a woman's best friend too. You know, of course, some women have relationships with their cats the same way. I've got a friend at college that, you know, she's got a cat, and, you know, they have a very special relationship. And I find that very, very awesome, how we can create relationships with our, well, I was going to say pet, but Sarah's not a pet to me. She is a service dog. And when someone says, well, that's your pet, I say, no, she's not a pet. Because I've never looked at her as being a pet. She knows I'm talking about her, don't you? Come here. Come here. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey, come here. Are you sleeping? She's laying on her back down here, guys. Good girl. But, yeah, so, if you have a dog, you know, just treat them good. You know, I see so many stories where people are mean to their dogs and abuse their dogs, kick their dogs, don't feed their dogs right, leave their dogs outside on a chain. Not me. I could never do that to a dog. I mean, would you want someone to throw a chain around your neck and put you out on a tree in 20-degree weather? And someone might be like, oh, well, you know what, dogs they're used to that kind of thing. You know, they've got, you know, enough hair where they're not going to freeze. Bull. I call bull crap. You know, okay, even your Alaskan dogs, you know, even though they have the fur and you know, they're not going to freeze outside, I don't believe in chaining dogs up. I don't believe that dogs deserve to be chained up. But that's just me. And there are a lot of people that have outdoor dogs. But you don't got to chain them up. There's other things you could do. You know, you can get the underground fencing. You can, you know, my best friend, when they had their dog, they had used to live in a mobile home. A trailer, mobile home, modular home, whatever you want to call it. And they had an add-on to their trailer when they lived there, right? Yeah, Buck, I'm telling your story. Well, when they moved to their new house, and this is a long time ago, they took the add-on with them, and guess what they did with it? They turned it into a dog house for their dog, so when their dog was outside, she could go up in there and lay or whatever. And the dog loved it. Like, they had heat in there for it and everything. That is the way you take care of a dog that's going to be an outside dog. And their dog wasn't even an outside dog, but it was for when she was outside, she could go hang out in her little dog house. Well, big dog house. It's like a penthouse for a dog. You know what I mean? It's like the top of the you know, gets no better. You know, it's like the Mac of all Mac dog houses that you could get, you know. I mean, he was hooked up. She was. She was a Rottweiler, and I love that dog. She's been in doggy puppy heaven for quite a while now. But she was the friendliest Rottweiler that I'd ever came across. A lot of people say Rotts are mean. That's not true. It's all about how you raise a dog. People will say pit bulls are mean. Pits are not mean. It's all about how you raise them. I had a friend I met in Michigan. She had a white one. Solid white. and she had 3 legs because her previous owner was mean to her, wouldn't take care of her. She got outside, she got hit by a car, and the lady that I'd met in Michigan adopted her. Friendliest dog ever. And I'll tell you what, for a dog only having 3 legs, she could jump high enough to where her bottom of her legs could touch my shoulder. Yeah. Yeah. That's... First time she did that, scared the crap out of me. I'm like, oh shit. This dog's going to attack me. But it was because I'd picked up a little ball, like I'd kicked it, and I didn't know what I stepped on, so I reached down and I picked it up. Well, she thought I was wanting to play, and she jumps up, guys. Because I've got this ball out like this, and I'm hollering at the girl because she's in another room. I'm like, hey, you know, your ball, what is this ball? And by the time I said that, I got my hand up like this, and the dog came up high enough to grab that ball, and her whole body was level with my face. Yeah, scared the crap out of me. But the way I see it is, if you have a dog and you can't take care of it, don't be a moron and continue to abuse your dog and mistreat your dog. Give it to someone that will take care of it. Because there's a lot of people out there that love animals. There's a lot of people out there that would love to have a dog, and that dog might be the kind of dog they're looking for. You know? There's a lot of people that would protest whenever I went and got my guide dog. They'd protest about dogs being in harnesses and call us, you know, dog abusers and all this. Oh, you're mean to your dog, yada, yada, yada. No, we're not mean to our dogs. They love to work. That harness doesn't hurt them. The leash doesn't hurt them. Corrections doesn't hurt them. And if you guys are curious about that, maybe I'll do a video with some obedience with her if you guys would like to see that. I've got a small tripod. What I've got to figure out though is I need to have someone do it with me to where when I set up my camera, I'll know, you know, this here, guys. This is this here actually had came with, I bought this by itself like this. Well, this came on one of them selfie sticks, and I didn't realize it, and it unscrewed, and I was like, oh, so then I could screw it on this, or I can just take a camera, and I believe it just screws on there. Where's the one camera at that I never use? I never use this camera because the audio is way too loud. I don't know why. I don't know if that means maybe it's an outdoor camera and that's why, but there's a hole on the bottom of it, and then it just screws right on here, because this is actually a tripod for cameras, but I made it work because I got my selfie stick. I didn't like the selfie stick because you had to plug this wire into it, into your phone. Well, anytime that I got to plug something into my phone, if it takes over my voiceover, then it's not going to work, because then I can't operate my phone. So, anyways, I had got that, and I got this here, put it on there. Now I can use my phone on this tripod, which I'm working on getting the camera. Now, I need to find out, it might just be a mic is what I'm thinking, because I seen a kid behind the camera do some videos with some good 3D quality sound, like, you know, when someone walked one side of the room you could hear them, compared to the other side you would hear it in each ear. And I know that's a 3D mic. I don't think it was the camera itself. I think it was just a kind of mic. But I need to figure out what kind of camera, and if you guys got any suggestions, please let me know. What kind of camera do I get that will let me use different types of mics with it? You know, let me know if you guys know anything about that. All right. But anyways, I like to, you know, I wanted to talk about that a little bit, though, about, you know, a man's best friend, and how, you know, dogs are so smart, and you couldn't ask for a better friend. I mean, they do something wrong, or you do, you know, you get mad at them, they forgive you just like that. You know, you could sit there and scream at your dog, which I would never do, but they forgive you. Even people that have abused their dogs, they're so forgiving that they would be right back to their owner, no questions asked, forgiving them, because that's how dogs are. They strive for attention, they strive for love and affection and all that. So please, if you have animals, take care of them. Don't abuse them. If you know somebody that is mean to your dog, or not your dog, but mean to their animals, call it in. Who cares whether they like it or not? Turn them in, because no dog deserves that. I used to watch this show and I had to stop because it was so heartbreaking, where I forget the name of it, but they would go around to different places that were mistreating dogs or cats and all this. Like some of the shows you'd go and the people would have like 20 cats, their house would be nasty, or they would go to places that had dogs where the dogs were starving so bad that their rib cage was showing. Or I remember one case, and that was the last time I watched it. I'll never forget it. It put tears in my eyes. It was a lab, just like Sarah. And when they got there, the dog was an outdoor dog. They had it chained up. Guys, at the end of the chain where it went to her neck, the most you could see of the chain was the piece that was coming out of her fur, but you couldn't see no chain going around her neck, because the chain had embedded itself into the dog's skin. Yeah. And the skin grew over the chain. The most horrible story I'd ever saw in my life. And I never watched them shows after that. I never did. I mean, it was so bad. So bad. So just always, guys, even if you don't know the people, but they live by you and you know that they're mistreating their animals, do something about it. Dogs have feelings. Dogs can be happy and sad and excited. I'll have to find the list. It's been so long. I don't know what I did with it, but when I went to the school to get my guide dog the very first time, the trainer said, "Did you know that dogs have ways of showing their emotion?" I thought, what? Yeah. Like, a dog smiles. Did you know that? I bet you don't believe me. You're thinking I'm crazy when I'm telling you. Dogs smile. It's not the smile that we see. Like when we look, obviously they're not like, but they do. They smile. Dogs show moments of apology, like if they're apologizing. Have you ever noticed? You ever had to get onto your dog, and when you do, they start licking their lips and stuff? So I don't know how to explain it. But that's them being apologetic. That's them pretty much, trying to be, saying sorry or whatever. But, yeah, so dogs have emotion. Dogs show their emotion. But you don't know that unless you know what to look for. Trainers do. We do. Those of us that have worked with trainers. So, yeah. You remember the saying that if a dog is wagging their tail, it means that they're happy and they won't hurt you? Don't fall for that. That's not what that means. It means that their blood, their adrenaline is high. And that can be out of anger. excitement, even fear. Now, sometimes you'll see how when a dog's scared, it's the opposite. Their tail goes right between your legs, right? Because it's doing the opposite. They're so scared that their adrenaline's not rushing. They're almost in like a panic, like shutdown mode. Like, oh gosh, you know. Anyways, always be good to to animals, and hands down, a dog is a man's best friend, a woman's best friend. They are wonderful, wonderful pets to have. Now I know you're not a pet. She's down there snoring, so she didn't hear me. I don't got to worry about it. Anyway, by the way, she seems to be doing better, guys. She's not been getting sick here for the last, well, ever how long it's been since the last time. Let me knock on some wood. I don't know what it was, but I know it's not been the first time. As soon as I get the chance and the money, I'm gonna take her to the vet again, and I'm gonna have them do some tests on her stomach and stuff, because I honestly think something's going on with her digestive system, with her stomach, something to do with her stomach or something, because I know this is going to happen again, and when it does, it's horrible. She's miserable for like a week, and it happens every year, sometimes more than once. So, but she'll be 9 years old in June. She'll be my old girl. But anyways, guys, I just thought I'd throw it out there. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you got any stories you would like to share about your dog, follow me on Twitter at Lounge with John, and make me a video. And after you make the video, tweet it to me, and just do a hashtag my dog story. Hashtag my dog story. Or actually, better yet, just do hashtag dog stories. Okay? So, do a little video, hashtag dog stories, and as long as it's a clean video, no cussing, nothing like that, I will put it in. And, yeah. So, that'd be awesome if I get you guys to do that, because I'd like to make a video of more than one person telling a story, a moment that they remember with their dog that they'll never forget. What is that one thing that your dog has done that you will never forget? Okay? Hopefully you'll participate. I would think so. Out of 444 subscribers, I really would like to get some participation here. Short video, 2 or 3 minutes, whatever. All right? Hashtag dog stories. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at Lounge with John. All right, like, share, subscribe. I love you guys very much. Mwah, right there.